Hello, welcome to my first Gimp tutorial. Yeah, and today we'll just learn about the basics of Gimp. So let me just open up a file really quick. This is what I've made in Gimp earlier. As you can see, it's pretty cool. Yeah, today we'll just be learning the basics, like I said. So in Gimp, there's like some drawing tools and like distance tool, like the pencil tool. Even if it's a blur, like over here, it still comes up as a solid. But with the brush tool, it actually comes up like slightly blurred on the edges. It's like different stuff. Fun fact: if you select something, press Control and C. This does copy it, but it also makes a custom brush. Cool. Like, see, for my face. Ah. So yeah, that's a fun fact. Also, as you can see, there's all these selection tools. There is this square, and you like see. First of all, this is when you can move it around. But if you want to actually move the picture, like wrong thing. If you want to move the picture, I guess you press Control and C, then Control and V, and that's when you got like an image. There's also the circle tool. Hold on. But pretty much like the same as a square, but this time it's a circle. Now there's this whip tool. Well, I call it a whip because it looks like a whip. But this is where you can like put like a custom shape. Like if you just click, it's like more lines. But if you hold down the mouse key, it's like that. So yeah. Now there's this tool, which is pretty good. Basically, when you select it, it selects it on that color or in that section, as you can see. And you're be like, well, what if I want to select more than one? Well, you can press these buttons here. Like if you want to add more, you press this one, and as you can see, it just adds on. You can tell it's added on because those little fuzzy lines do go away. But if you want to get rid of something, you press this one, and as you can see, but this tool, once you click it, it only goes to that one, and it removes it. Like if you have like a big selection, use this tool to go to that one, but just use this tool because it's easier to use. But like there are also like shortcuts if you're like too lazy to press with these for unknown reasons. To go on this one, you can just press shift, and you can tell because there is a cross. And if you want to take stuff away, you press control, and you can see there's a minus. And for the other one, you can press shift and control, and you see there's like an N, which is pretty cool. This one selects its color, so if I select the dragon here, as you can see, it selects it on that color. White here, black, and it's very precise with its color. So those are the selection tools. If you want me to explain them a bit more detail, please say in the comment section below. So like this is a square, this is a circle, this is a custom shape, and this is like a selection tool. Like you see that? And this is for like specific colors, as you can see. Now if you want to get rid of them, just press Control and Z or Z, depending on where you live, doesn't really matter. And again it goes back to normal. Little advice I say, if you don't want to if you accidentally always make a new layer, and like with this layer you can't select anything because apparently there is nothing in this layer. So if you want to select from something from this layer, say like I select this cool dragon, whatever, you put, and you want to edit it. Okay, you select it on the main layer, but you go to the new layer. This is just in case you make a really bad mistake, because now it's in this layer. And if you like, if you like, uh, if you like, if you like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Well, don't worry, because it's on this layer and the original layer is not affected. So always keep a layer where the original photo, so it's still in its native form, and edit stuff on like new layers. As you can see, I use these are some of the other tools. Like, if I just like select my head, if I use the rotate tool, it rotates it on this specific point. But you can change that specific point. So like say I want to move it on this corner, it moves it on this corner. I want to move it on my eye, it moves on my eye. I'll move it over here and it moves over here. There's that. This is the resize tool. As you can see, I can make it thinner, fatter, squishier, longer. But if you want it to be like it's like make it bigger but not taller. Also there's these, we can make it do this. But then there's this lock tool, so it just stays in that shape. Also, if you want to keep it more like straight and you don't want any blurred lines, change this cubic into none. That means it like stays like that. Because if you change it to cubic, it sort of like stretches it out, which you do not want to do. So that was the resize tool. This tool basically stretches it, and oh, I don't know what that one does. I'll find out. But it like stretches it. If you want to do something like that, then there's this tool, the perspective tool, and so like it's like a new entire perspective, as this is its name. Like you can do this. See, it's like whoa, it's 3D. It's like the perspective tool. If you ever want to go back, just press Control and Z or Z. And then there's this tool, which just like switches around. Huh? Huh? And if you want to go vertical, just press vertical over here. Huh? Or if you want to, or you can just press Control to change, which is pretty cool. Now there's this text tool. So you can just type in cool text saying. See, that's the text tool. And the text tool is its own layer, which is good and handy. But it's only in this little box, which is silly. So if you want to like change it, just add a new layer, add the text tool, type in like any phrase. So yeah, and then put more detail in these later. You click merge down, and now that made that text layer, as you can see, merge down to this layer. So now that text is part of this, which is pretty neat. There's this tool. Basically, you select a color and whoops. See, this is like the only issue of making a new layer. Basically, it just paints the whole layer. If you want to like select at some point, you can do it on the native layer, but I won't do that because sometimes it like might mess up. So just select the native layer, go back on the edit layer, and see, it just paints it for you. That's the paint tool. Oh yeah, fun fact about the paint tool. If I just select the shirt, you can do it in like funny patterns as well, like cool like patterns and stuff. there's this gradient tool. Basically, you can select a primary color and then a secondary color. You select, say you want to select the shirt, and then all these options here. I use line, and basically it shows how much you want to stretch the gradient, and the middle of that line is where it will blend, as you can see. So if you go that way, if you go vertical, it will go horizontal. If you go horizontal, it will go vertical. There's also the bilinear, which is pretty much the same. Oh wait, no. The bilinear, when it puts like it in the middle and it's not side to side. The radial, as you can see, is like a circle. Same with the square. This is like some cone shape, and it's the exact same for this one, sort of. Some of them takes ages to do because like in complex colors. And yeah, look at that, cool, huh? Most of them do that, and then there's a spiral. Whoa, spiral. So yeah, that's the gradient tool. I told you about this. See, look, speaking of before, so that's when you control and see it. Basically, it makes its own little brush, which is pretty cool. There's also the erase. Oh, hold on. There's also the erase. Ah. Oh yes, looks like you can like drag it out. Oh god. What on earth is it doing? Okay, I fixed it, but that's like you can drag it out and drag it in, and you can put like more windows, like here. I'll explain that in a different video. So like I was saying before, there's the erase tool. See, it's just like, oh no, I didn't run erase, all of that. See, and that's why you keep a edit layer, so it only erases stuff which you edited, and it keeps the native layer there. There's also the spray tool. Basically, it does like, it gradually does it, just in case you want to do like, and then use slow. I don't use it, but you know. Then there's this, which just changes brush how slowly you do. You can change it and pick a square and a demond. So yeah. Then there's this. Honestly, no clue what this does. Soz. Then there's this blur tool. So I might just, hold on, the size, goddamn. I'll blur this. See, it's got more blurred, but more, you can also sharpen it. Makes it more, yeah, sharpened. And then this is your drag tool. As you can see, it drags. Literally, oh, it's like, and then there's this, which I have no clue yet. So yeah, that's the basics. Oh yeah, there's like all of these tools, which are, that's the zoom in tool, that's to select the color. This is basically more intricate selecting, more like, there you go, and you put this blob here to make it a full circle. Click select path. I'll get into that in more detail if you want to know in the comments below. And that like shows an angle. Cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to know more stuff about Gimp and like tell me how do I do this, how do I do that, please put your stuff in the comment section below, and I will try and do it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And please check out my other videos when I make funny random videos. So yeah, that's how you do Gimp. That's the basics of Gimp. yeah, like, comment, and subscribe.